copulated before marriage, but then you'd all be going under with sin. "Let's put our feet in the water," Lotta sings to her children. "This is the sun's water." Who of you hasn't let the sun's water lick your ankles, your calves? You know what that's like. You also know what it's like to go under while you play in the Nordsee as children or swim out far as adults. And you give your memories to Lotta Jansen as you describe how the wave slams into her, fills her mouth and her nose, stings her eyes. And in that one moment, all you see and recall and imagine fuses, poised to grow and enter legend. Legends, the old women know, are ancient gossip. Yet not all gossip leads to legends. By itself, gossip won't last, but legends feed on gossip. The old women know if you have a hangnail, if your great-great-grandparents cheated on each other, if you burn your soup, if you carry hate in your dreams. After the freak wave recedes, people fan across the Vot to search for the children. Nuns and circus people and toy makers and fishermen and shopkeepers and church people and old women and farmers and blacksmiths and big-bellied girls from the St. Margaret home for pregnant girls, a bizarre crowd hoping to outwit death. Some on circus ponies or horses, water sloshing around the hooves, some in carriages, most on foot. "We'll find them," Kala vows to Lotta, who clutches their youngest against her shoulder. "We taught them to swim before they could walk." Heike from the circus runs toward Lotta, white blonde hair flitting around her face, satin skirt flapping high. Heike, just 6 years younger than Lotta. Body of a woman, mind of a child. "Wait, Heike," her mother Sabina calls. But Heike outruns her, in her fist, crepe poppies, gaudy and smelling of barn. When she thrusts the poppies at Lotta, Wilhelm squirms for the red that quivers before him till Heike's mother steps into the red, blots it. "Oh, Lotta." Gently, Sabina wipes mud from Lotta's face, tucks wet tangles of hair behind her ears. She's been part of Lotta's summers since Lotta was 5 and visited Sabina's circus wagon and was allowed to hold her new baby, Heike. "Flowers for Hannelore," Heike cries. Lotta draws a sharp breath. Sabina loops her arms around Lotta, steadies her and the baby. "I can hold him." Lotta shakes her head. "No, I'll do anything for you." "Where is Hannelore?" Heike stomps her feet. Lotta used to think how devastating it must be for Sabina to raise such a child, but now she shivers. "We don't know," Sabina tells her daughter. "Not yet." "Not yet," says Heike. She loves to play with local children wherever the Ludwig Circus sets up for a week, especially on Nordstrand, where Hannelore is her best friend. Hannelore adores her. Hannelore can sit so still that she's allowed to watch Heike rehearse her cello with the Circus Orchestra. "But where is Hannelore?" Hannelore. And everyone searching for her, and Bärbel and Martin, rushing and returning and setting out again, while Lotta stands rooted in prayer and drenched clothes, Wilhelm locked into her arms. Sun drenches the clouds with crimson that leaks through crevices, fighting the grey. When the incoming tide forces the searchers from the Vot, they run for their boats. A few stay in the deep, diving. Kala leaps into the dory of the beekeeper, who lunges for the oars, arms silver with pale hairs, like a god who will go beneath the sea to bring back your children. 2. Tilly, 11 years old. Tilly, 11 years old. Cradling her belly with linked palms, she's out on the tidal flats, among church people who usually shun St. Margaret girls and how they flaunt their bodies. Church people know to postpone rapture, because only then will rapture be theirs in heaven, a rapture far superior.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.